Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well, and now I'm feeling really better. So my voice has come back, and even the health is good, mashallah. What exactly are we expecting for BTC? I just wanted to have that one more dip towards 25,960 and then pump up, but we missed. Seems like we missed our longs. But the plan for the fake breakdown of what do you say? A fake breakdown of the diamond pattern was played out very nicely, and now look at the structure. Just look at the screen once. I mean, just look at it. And do you think that this is some sort of a top formation pattern, or do you think this is like a continuation pattern? Honestly, just look at the structure. These sort of structure, yeah, we'll do all your requests probably once I'm done with my analysis, and once I'm done with my live. So then probably we can take your request, guys, for whatever the tokens you want me to have a look on it. You can just keep on typing it so that I don't forget. I'm just gonna scroll down the list of the tokens you want me to check at the end of the session. Okay, so well, do you guys think that this is a top? Do you think that this is some sort of a distributive top, or what? What exactly do you think? Just look at the screen. Whatever the chart you're you feel that whatever. I mean, what do you think? I mean, just look at the 15 minutes chart. I'm not asking you to look at 1 hour or 2 hours or 4 hours or maybe even daily. No, I don't want you to look at anything. I just want to just look at the chart that you have in front of your screen, and just tell me what you think. Top looks like continuation to 32k at least. Distribution, IMO BTC wants higher. Yeah, CFX analysis maybe. Okay. Well, how many of you guys think that that BTC is top, and how many of you guys think that BTC wants higher? Always welcome, my friend Gabriel. I hope you are doing well. How many of you guys think? Let's just have a small poll and see what people think about it. Think about the Bitcoin top, whether they think that the top is it, or whether they think the top is not in. So okay, so now we are getting a lot of poll where people are thinking that the top is not in. So higher. How higher? How much higher? Higher? How much? Yes, for top looks like the November 21 one-day top. H4. Let's have a look, because I never checked H4 top. What you're saying? Yeah, I got to what you're saying now, and that's exactly what I posted in the World Wealth group in the evening. Is really bearish. Check money flow index. Okay, will go higher. Is really bearish. Take stop losses and go down. Hoping top is in to buy back cheaper, but looks like it's going to keep going up. Cool. 30.5k. That's a short entry for BTC. 30.5. 32.6 mark hidden. 29.30 max. 29 is already there. We already went 29. So maybe 30k next time. Consolidation under resistance. 32k perhaps. 30.5. A lot of people expect 32, 32.5 honestly, and that's a good area for you guys to expect. But just look at from the fifth perspective, guys. Just look at from the fifth perspective, because you always can't say based on the support and resistance. You also need to look at the fibs. That is very important. So just look at here. I mean, one thing I can tell you is the BTC is not top yet. So it's not top. Okay, that's for sure. I can tell you it's not topped out. We have that move on the upside. The second question you should be asking is how much upside. Okay, what would be the max level we should be looking for, or where should we be looking for shorts? And the third question you should ask is whether after that upside we are going to top, or it's just going to have a big continuation on the upside. It's just going to keep on continuing. Now, these are the three questions you should ask. Honestly, if you ask me, if I were you, I would have definitely asked those three questions. The first question is, now to answer your first question, whether how much upside first. So we are not top, in my opinion. Why? Because look at the move on the downside. That was a flash dump on the downside. Okay, and that dump happened when we started printing, some sort of a very interesting, I would say, a rising wedge. So that move down, tells me that this move on the downside that we had was some sort of a very interesting wave A. Okay, either this was your wave A or this was your wave 1. Now let's keep and have an idea just one more time, and maybe just let's have an idea at this moment, and let's assume that this is wave A. So if the downside move is wave A, you definitely need to have the wave B on the upside. Do you guys agree or not? The guys who know about the light wave, do you guys agree? There are more than 150 people on this live stream, and I have to say that you guys, do you agree with that? If you have a move downside is wave A, that definitely should be a wave B to the upside. That is going to create a big fake out and trap for the bulls, and then flush them out for the wave C. Do you guys agree with this move? So now if that is the case, if this is wave A, then where the hell is the wave B? Where is it? Here is your wave B. So this is nothing but your small internal wave A. And you see this is the 3-wave move. 5, 3, and maybe 5. I'm not sure if the downside move is 5. But this is your clearly 1, 2, 3. A 3-wave move on the downside. Now, if we are literally bearish, this 3-wave should have been 5 waves instead of 3. But we formed 3 waves. And that too we swept the lows, meaning that we are going for irregular expanded flat of something, meaning that the move that we are watching right now is the connector of a primary move. So this was your primary move on the downside, and the move that we are watching right now from here is the connector of the primary move. That is our connector. So where is your primary move, guys? Well, if you look at here, you got this primary move on the downside. That was your flash dump. I'm saying this is your wave A. The move on the upside is small wave A. The downside is B. And now we are doing, either this is wave 1, 2, and this is wave 3 that we are watching right now. Or we can go, we can have literally have a squeeze up like this for the wave 3, wave 4. Distribution happens like this, something like this, and then we start breaking down for the 5 waves, taking it towards 25,964 to 25,296 practically. This is how I see that the market should do. Now if you look at from that perspective that I'm asking you to see, which also means that we are seeing a very nice irregular expanded flat. Now this irregular flat for the wave B is something like this, which means that the move on the upside was small wave A, B, and C. Okay, that is how I'm interpreting this whole move that we are watching. It's a very choppy move, guys. People are getting chopped up. Just keep they literally shorting the bottom, and they're literally longing right now. They feel that we are going to pump up. They don't know exactly what the market makers are playing with them, their emotions. It's a very high end game right now. The market makers are playing with us. So I think, guys, this is a very big irregular flat. Be very cautious. Now, what are the targets for the irregular flat? So let's just take help from the fibs, our friend fib, and see what it tells us. So most likely the top would be somewhere around in this zone. Now it can extend to 29,600 and can even go to 29,700. I'm just going to slightly extend it a bit higher. It all depends on how higher the wave 3 would be. The sub wave 3 of C would be. That it all depends on that wave. So practically, you know, what I am watching right now for the BTC is something like this. The move down I'm watching it is A. Right now we are doing wave B. Either we are top here or we're just going to top around 29,000 bucks. Oh, sorry, 28,700 to 28,800 bucks. Either that is going to be a top or we don't sweep up the highs. But the way, you know, we swept the previous week lows, it seems very realistic that we need to sweep up the highs. It is logical. So let's say we are going to go for literally irregular flat. And then you're gonna look for C somewhere around 25,972, or maybe it can go deeper towards 25,300. That is something we're just going to look at it after later on. So this is the bullish count that I have, but the low term time frame is slightly bearish and the high term time frame is bullish, taking BTC towards $30,500 levels, or the targets that we have for Bitcoin, guys. So practically, if you just watch here, you know, what we can expect from BTC on the lower term time frame, I think the move up is wave 1, and as you can see on the downside, this is your wave 2 ABC zigzag correction. 1 2 1 2 3 ABC 4 5. That is going to be your 3 4 and 5. So most likely we're going to sweep up the highs, which is going to be your wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5, most likely towards 29,200 to $29,600. That is where I would like to see BTC topping around for, you know, the B wave, which is also going to be your irregular flat. Now from that Phipps perspective, this is how you see the BTC, you know, 1236 extension and 1414 extension. But we're also going to look at from the base Phipps perspective as to what confluence or what are the levels of confluence that we have, you know. So practically we're just going to look at for 1272, 138, and we're going to look for 1.13, because we're just going to look at 1236. That's the most important levels. 113. 113 perfectly coincides with your 138 Fibonacci levels with the extension. Practically 29,200 or 188 to 29,200 is a big levels, guys. Big levels. And the upper big resistance is at 29,746. It's not going to break in one go. It's going to be very tough, and most likely it's 110% rejection. So even if you're shorting, your stop losses would be above $29,750, guys. That is exactly where your stop losses would be. Okay. So this is the count that we have, and this is like a bearish count. We have the low term time frame is bearish, the high term time frame is slightly bullish, because from this wave C, we're just going to look for a more upside towards $30,500. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. But let's say if we start rejecting from the current price levels as well, so practically we sweep the lows like this one more time towards 28,187 to 28,150 and push it up higher towards 28,700 something. Again come back down. Okay, that is going to be your wave 4, and then again push up like this. If we start doing something like this and we don't sweep up the highs, then the story changes. Then we will have to you know, accept a very bare you know, scenario, meaning that this whole move down was your wave A. This is your wave B, but not irregular flat. Okay, the normal wave B, and wave C is most likely going towards the Feb highs and March opens. So the March opens will be somewhere around 25,300, 24,200 dollar levels. That is the levels where most likely then BTC would be going. If you remember yesterday's live stream, what did we discuss? We discussed based on the Ichimoku levels, 24,300 is the big support for Bitcoin. on the daily. We don't want to see it closing under those levels. Till we are above 24,300, we are good. 27,700 was also a good levels on lower time frame. If you remember, I posted in the Wall Street group in my corner that BTC flips 27.7, we're just going to go up. BTC rejects 27.7, we're just going to go down. That's already played. The next level was 27,221. That was your H4 Kaizen Sen resistance. You break, and we already broke the 27,221 levels and moved up towards 28,327. So here we are having two variations for the bearish. Now the bullish case, where people would like to watch the bullish case as well. Well, the bullish case scenario, in my opinion, would be the 5 waves as you're watching, but that's it. That's the only 5 waves. Max it can go to 29,800, and from there, this is going to be like a big dump. That is the only bullish case I have. It just pumps up towards 29,500, maybe 29,700, and a big fat rejection from those levels. I don't see that the price continues from here to $32,000 or even $40,000. No, it needs to retest at least 25,960 and maybe even $24,300 at some point of time. That is going to be your deciding factor whether BTC is bullish going forward or BTC is bearish. Okay, so just play the levels. So this is what we have for the lower time frame for BTC. I hope you are clear with what I mentioned. Two bearish case and a bullish case. Also, I'm having this harmonic, and I already posted this harmonic when we were literally here at 19,500, and I posted in the Wall Street group. I mentioned I don't know how this BTC is going to go towards these levels of 30,500. I don't know, but the harmonic suggests that this is likely it's gonna go there. We also would wanted to long around, if you remember, 19,200 2022 POC and $18,500 levels, but we missed it. We wanted to that was a very long zone. That is a very appropriate long zone in my view, but we missed it, guys. It's okay. It's a part and parcel of the game. Now, what we are watching here is a very interesting 5 waves. So practically, right now I'm watching a very interesting ABC. So this move on the outside can be wave 1. This is here is a wave 2, wave 3, and we are normally, this was your wave 4, and we are right now doing wave 5. And once that, maybe if everybody thinks that this move is irregular flat, then top would be around as I mentioned, the bullish count. Top would be around 29,300 to 29,750. That is exactly where your top should be, and overextended target would be 30,500. That's exactly what I'm shorting with a very high stop loss. But in my view, I think the bear count looks like a high probability for it to play. So there is a less probability at the moment that we think the 30.5 might not hit, and we just reject from 29.5 area. But if that happens, that is going to be the buy the dip, because then it would mean that we literally are doing ABC, and the next dip that we're going to get, 25,900, would pump BTC to $30,500 levels. So our short then would play out. But before that short plays out, we will try to play intermediary short around 29.5 to 25.9 and maybe even $25.2 levels. So we're just going to play the intermediary short. Don't worry. So that's what we have for Bitcoin. Now let's have a look at the USD dominance. Yesterday also I mentioned that 7.27% is the big resistance. If we flip those levels, we're going to pump. Or else if we do reject from those levels, there is a likelihood we might sweep the lows one more time before pumping. You remember on the live stream, I did mention, yesterday that, this is exactly where the rejection can happen. Whether we will be able to break out from here, it's a question. So right now, as you can see, we have rejected, but there is not a top sign on the lower time frame. I don't see on the daily that the USD dominance is dropped out. So practically, this can be some sort of a retracement. Maybe the move that we are watching can be some sort of a another B, and then we can have W formation C, or maybe this is some sort of a 1, 2, another move 1, this is 2, and we start reclaiming it back and start pumping back up towards 10% dollar levels. So these are the two options that I have for USD dominance. The bearish case for the USD dominance is we sweep one more time like this and go towards 6.11%, and then we start reversing and going back up above again. So practically this is going to be the bear case for USD dominance, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's talk about the Ethereum. So we have discussed Bitcoin, we have discussed USD dominance. Let's also discuss the Ethereum. Ethereum plan is same. This is the harmony that I have right now. 1830 is the levels I already posted in the corner. I'm expecting 1824 to 1840 is where exactly the ETH short is a very likely short in my view. So I think right now what I'm watching is we might be looking to retest the levels 1788 to 1789, or maybe 1788 to 1790. And if you do happen to hold those levels, we can expect a push up towards 1830 and 1840 dollar levels for ETH. So BTC makes higher highs, Ethereum don't make higher highs. That's exactly where the BTC dominance pumps and Ethereum BTC dumps. Now let's talk about XRP, guys. Many guys missed this XRP pump, but this literally looks to me like some sort of a WXY move. And if you remember, what did I mention? Flip the levels, the equilibrium levels that we have, 41 cents. You flip those levels and we're just going to run back towards 50 cents max. So I was literally eyeing 50 cents. I was not hoping it to break the highs because the hard time because we did not sweep the lows. So now it's a good chance that XRP sweep the highs. We get the short opportunity for XRP, and we look for the dump on the downside. That's what I will be looking for, looking to aim. So practically, we can just look from the fifth perspective as to what could be the most likely or probable targets for XRP. The targets for XRP is already hit 57 cents, but it can go to 63 cents and even 68 cents for the Y wave. So practically, what it can be, if this is WXY, then it would mean that this is A, B, and we are doing wave C, which I don't think so. So practically what I personally think is this is not WXY. This is A, B, C, B, and the C wave is 1, 2, 1, 2. We are in wave 3. Most likely going to have a retest of 52.85, and that should hold. Can even go to 50 cents. That should hold. And we should be looking for higher highs towards 63 cents. So possibility is there. I would like to see something like this for XRP in my view. However, if we start losing the levels of 50.2 cents, the top is in for XRP, and we're just going to look for lows like this, a bounce like this, and then probably look for sweep of the lows towards 25 cents. So right now the levels you would be watching for probable longs is around 52.8 to 50.2. Your invalidation is under 50.2, guys. That is exactly what your invalidation for XRP. Litecoin is looking great in my opinion for shorts. I am eyeing for shorts around 99 to 101 with my stops above 102.18. That's because I do think that right now, I may be wrong on this one, but I do think that this move, what I'm watching on the Litecoin, is some sort of a wave A, wave B here, and then wave C, something like this. But it can literally do something like this as well. Possibility is always high. It all depends on how BTC is going to play. But so far, this is how I see Litecoin. Dollar index, it's very important for you guys, whether you want to hold your gold or stocks or bonds or debentures or whatever. But I think, we are the zone that we have, my reversal zone, 101.9 to 101.4. That's your most likely reversal zone. The time will tell, but I think we are most likely due for a big pump on the USD dominance, dollar index. Meaning, if dollar index pumps, USD dominance is going to pump, which means that the BTC and the ALTs and total crypto market cap is finishing its final leg on the upside. That final leg is not like a full final leg, but that's going to be like a fifth wave of wave B. Is what I think it's going to do. So most likely we're going to take the short at those levels in my view. Now let's talk about, Matic. Many people asked me what exactly your view for Matic. My views are same. I think I discussed it yesterday as well. I would like to see that we retest most likely towards $1 to 933.5. Until we retest those levels, I can expect another retest of 1.313. So 1.313 is a very crucial ESR. Earlier, these level was our big resistance, and now we are tapping that resistance again and again and again, meaning that there is a likelihood that if we do break that resistance and flip that resistance into support, we're going to fly towards $1.8, guys. If you would like this analysis and if you like to support my work, do trade on Bybit. Create an account right now and just trade on Bybit, guys. Thank you so much. So now let's move on to another alt. Many people just talk me about ARB. They wanted to know much about ARB as to what I think. I do happen to see that 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 ARB should be having a one more impulsive move on the upside. It literally looks like an early style, early style of the ape and APT. So for better understanding, we're going to look for spot bags. Yeah. So this is where the blue box that I have. The blue box is where the bounce zone is. Anything under this blue box, if you remember, I mentioned 1.179 to 1.050 is where exactly I think that ARB is should bounce, and definitely should bounce from those levels towards minimum 1.75 is what I'm eyeing for ARB. Losing $1 would be very bad for ARB because it is just then going to dump to 79 cents. So always play with risk and reward in mind. Euro USD. So when are we going to change from Euro to USD? So we are most likely going to change from Euro to USD somewhere, or either it already hit my target 1.09. So it already hit my target. So right now you want to, I would like to change my USD to Euro somewhere around 99 to 98.6, 99 to 98.6. So that's exactly the levels, I would like to change my USD to Euro, because I do think that Euro is going to bounce, guys, from those levels. I don't know how many of you guys are tracking the geopolitics, the global geopolitics, but the shift is the whole economical and geopolitical shift is happening right now, with Middle East is now being the main focal and focus area for China, Russia, as they are creating an alliance. If you just saw the news, Russia forgot $20 billion worth of debt for South African countries, African countries basically. So practically he gave literally loans more than $20 billion, but those $20 billion were due for the repay, and he has forgone. Now I don't know what are the terms and conditions for that $20 billion to forgone, but most likely whatever it is, this is literally going to be seen as a big alliance with African nations, Russia, China, you have Brazil, India, and you have North Korea, you have Iran, Iraq, all Middle East countries. And I do think that especially Saudi is with them. I do think that they are literally going to, most likely create another bloc like NATO, which is already in present BRICS, known as BRICS and BRICS Plus. So I do think that, I don't know what is going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years, but what I can say for sure is there is a big reset is coming. It is coming, guys, and if we will be alive to witness those reset, I'm damn sure that that big reset is going to be once in your lifetime opportunity for everyone. Looking to how the geopolitical landscape is shifting from US and Europe towards Middle Eastern countries and Russia, China, and other Asian countries. I do think that the big shift is coming. A big shift is coming, guys. Just hold on a minute. So this is exactly what you guys should be planning to, and this is exactly what I mean is when US, currently what is happening is China have started accepting cryptocurrencies. Slowly and gradually they are. So let's say why, because they are doing is because Russia have started doing it, and there are a lot of meeting happening with the G. So Putin and they just want to de-dollarize themselves, and they want to de-dollarize not only themselves but the whole Asian countries, Middle East countries, as well as African nations. So practically, what I think is crypto is going to be a very good base, I think. And when US is literally targeting every other companies, be it BUSD, now it's Binance. So I would just like to tell you all, everyone, that I have moved all my funds out of Binance. Yesterday what happened is my the big funds that I had on Binance under the spots as well as coin margins, I was unable to withdraw it. There was some errors popping up, and I got so worried. It just felt like I'm just gonna get a big heart attack, something like that. Honestly, if I have to tell you, and I felt like I've lost everything. But then suddenly, after a few hours, what happened is suddenly the withdrawal process start. I moved all my funds from Binance, guys, to Bybit and Bitfinex, and have converted mostly into USD. The one that I was saving it to buy Bitcoin dips. So I've converted it to USD right now, and I have 25% back in Bitcoin, and the rest I'm having majority is in USD, and then you have USDT. So I would just like to tell you one thing is, just be prepared, just have your mindset in a proper place, where once the CBDC introduces practically USDC, USDT, and all other coins that we have right now, the fiat currencies, like USDC, USDT, BUSD, or whatever, those are literally going to go zero, because once the digital dollar digital euro comes into the play, the government won't allow the USDT and other fiat currencies to be in the game, because they would like to control the Bitcoin market. They would like to be big holders of the Bitcoin. So practically, at that point of time, when CBDC introduces, you won't get a chance to convert your USDT to Bitcoin. You're going to lose a lot of money. So what I would like to tell you is, we don't exactly know when the date is going to come, but I would just like to tell you is, be safe, have your funds. I have a hold like USD or Bitcoin, and have it hedged so that you don't lose much. Just have 1:1 hedge of your Bitcoin if you feel that this is top, and maybe if you feel that this is top, you can hedge it, or what you can do is just hold USD. That's what you should do. So, but just be prepared, guys. That's coming. It's coming most likely in 2023. So now let's go to the FET. Now, before we go to the FET, OP, guys, I think the wave 4 for the OP is most likely in, and I would like to see one more wave down for the OP towards 1.9, and that might be our good chance to long OP along with the Bitcoin. So I think OP, I would like to see one more down. And if you remember, I mentioned we were at 786, and I expect to bounce towards 2.22 from 2.02. That almost gave roughly around 10% pump. If anybody called it, good. This is what we discussed yesterday as well. Yes, they will be given chances to exchange a USDT to USD. But the problem is, everybody is going to rush together. So you know what is going to happen. So when everybody rushes, there is always inflation in the market. So practically, then it would mean that USDT. So practically, people are going to rush to convert their USD to digital USD, or maybe Bitcoin, or maybe Ethereum, or whatever they want to convert it into. And the problem is, there would always be inflation. So practically, you won't be exactly getting a 1:1 exit. You will have to take some losses. Maybe the loss is big, small, it all depends. But yes, there will be a losses. Fact. Let's have a look at the fact. FET. Fetch AI. What do we have, guys, for the Fetch AI? This coin looks utterly shit to me. Oh. But you know what is good about what is good about this coin is on the lower term time frame it do looks bullish because it had a very nice bear flag over here. As you can see, the move down seems to me, in my view, is some sort of a wave A, B, and the move down was C. And then you have some sort of let's say this is wave 1 and this is wave 2. I think Fetch AI should be doing something like this. Goes towards 55 cents minimum, and if you do happen to flip this 55 cents here, so practically let's say if Fetch AI flips 55 cents, let's say, and if you do happen to flip 54 cents, sorry, not 55, 54 cents, then Fetch AI is going to run towards 75, 70 cents. But rejection would mean that, rejection would mean that the Fetch AI, this move down was a big wave A, the move up was A, B, C was B, and we're going to have another wave C down towards 15 cents. And that is going to be your big buy for Fetch AI towards another big run towards 80 cents. These are the two ways you can watch. 54 cents is your levels. You need to just remember those levels for the Fetch AI. I think I'm done, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be there. If you have any queries, do tag me on the Discord and Wall Street group. And if you're still not there in Wall Street group, you can join. The link is mentioned in my description. Also, I would say, guys, do like and retweet my tweets. Probably if you have any questions, you can tag me on, I just think that, you have any questions, do tag me on the Twitter. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice night. Bye.